Hello everyone and welcome to a basic Tomica double feature featuring two very different but kind of similar cars. Like, it is themed, right? But yeah, this is the Mitsuoka Orochi and the Orochi. I have no idea how to actually pronounce it in Japanese. I can only read the anglicized version of it, but I presume it's going to be close, right? And the Tommykaira Z or Z if you're anything but American. And I got these two cars because I kind of like interesting cars, and these are very different. I'm not gonna be like collecting everything made by Mitsuoka or Tomicaira, but it's really cool. And these are two very small Japanese auto manufacturers, right? And these are the boxes: Mitsuoka Orochi, and Orochi literally means big snake, and you can see the serpentine theme on the car. Tommykaira ZZ or ZZ. Yeah, let's get into the cars. First of all, I'm going to show the Tomica a little bit first because I think that this is the one that's a little bit uninteresting. Shout out to my friend Scott who gave me this. I'm very, very grateful. This looks very Lotus-y to me, I think. Like a little bit Lotus. Oh, shit. Evora, Eclipse, Esquire. Whatever car that the original Tesla Roadster is based on. Expedition. I don't know, it starts with an E, I'm sure, but I think this is like a car that Tommykaira made it themselves, and this is a little bit more obscure Japanese brand. They make a lot of like modified versions of existing cars from other manufacturers, but they also make their own stuff. So this is really cool. Not a ton of features. It has suspension. Nice printing in the back, especially the logo right here. It's a Roadster. The interior is nice except for the pizza pie steering wheel, and there's a little bit of yellow paint inside. I'm gonna try to see if it blows off. Yeah, it's gone. Okay, so that's not an issue of any sort. I'm gonna try to focus it a little bit. It's a little bit harder because it's probably because it's a little bit close, but yeah, it's okay interior except for the steering wheel. But that's a little bit to be expected from like more budget toy brands, right? Painting is a little bit not perfect here with the black on the hood, but again, with this kind of price range and just being marketed as toys for children, it's understandable. Now this is by the way, the scale is 161. And now to the more interesting car, the Mitsuoka Orochi, which literally means big snake. Well, I mean, literally the two characters mean big snake, but this is more based on a Japanese local legend, a monster of some sort, which is kind of like a hydra if I remember correctly, but some kind of like mythical beast, mythical serpent of some sort. And I do kind of like the grin at the front. This is like the perfect car that Joker will be in. I feel like a lot of Joker mobiles have like giant fucking grins on the front, right? So this is really cool. It's done in metallic purple, which is really cool as well. It's not a car I think it's good looking, but it's cool, if that makes sense, right? Like Darth Vader is cool, but I wouldn't want to dress like Darth Vader on any day except for Halloween. What's really interesting about this car is that it has a metal body and a metal base, and the opening feature is also metal. So there's a lot of metal going on here. Regular Tomicas and Tomica Premiums usually only have like metal body and plastic base, right? What I think happened is because they really wanted to do the grill and the lights as a separate plastic piece, so they need two different pieces to sandwich this. And in order to have this piece, the front bumper also be metal, they have to make the base metal as well. But I very much welcome this. It feels a lot heavier than regular Tomica models, which is obviously a welcome choice. I really like the purple. It has an opening engine bin. By the way, engine bay. By the way, this is based on a Honda NSX, the new NSX. Although it uses a Toyota V6 at the back, if I remember correctly. I think it's a Toyota engine of some sort. I think it's a V6, but don't quote me on that. Nicely detailed, and you can see a little bit of paint, gray/silver paint inside there as well. So it's really cool. Yeah, this is one of my favorite basic Tomicas, even though I don't like the look of this car at all from like a sports car, supercar, right? Because the exclusivity and pricing is probably closer to like supercar territory, even though, right, this is not like some kind of performance monster. But yeah, this is going to be a very short video. I'm just going to talk about these two more obscure Japanese sports cars. I think that both are really cool. I'm glad Tomica. Like what I really love, these more budget toy diecast brands, is just how much they're doing with like more obscure brands is really cool. More obscure cars like Hot Wheels and Matchbox, right? So I'm very glad, even though like again they're not gonna be like my favorite of the bunch, even though I do love this one. It's really cool, and you know the metal and everything. It's definitely a huge plus. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.